Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Let's talk about makeup. So today I'm going to update you on my Turn and Burn project pan for the month of April. This was a project created by Jessica. It is a Pantastic Ladies Collab, and I am using this project to help me get through what at the beginning of the year was a pretty decent sized collection of deluxe samples and foil samples. We're kind of getting down to the bare bones now, but we still have a few things to get through. So I'm going to take you over all of the things that I have completed and a few things that I'm still working on, and then we will pull some new samples. Last month, I pulled this Laneige water sleeping mask. It's just a little mini of the water sleeping mask. I really enjoyed this. This was a lovely nighttime moisturizer for me. I think it has a very jelly-like consistency, very lightweight on the face, but I still found it very hydrating, really pleasant to use. I would 100% consider picking up a full size of this moisturizer. It was really nice. Sorry, okay, where's the next one? I have all my empties out here in front of me because I'm going to be filming that next. So I'm little disorganized. Okay. The next thing I pulled was this little Ulla Henriksen Dewtopia 20% Acid Night Treatment. I really like this. I like this enough that when I finished it, I popped it open and I used the rest that was in here. It's an airless pump, and so it came up, and so it got most of it, but I was able to get one more application out of the top by popping it open. I really like this. My skin really responds really well to acids, and I really enjoyed this. Would definitely consider getting a full size of that. Next, I was working on the Cover FX. I actually don't have the bottle for you here anymore because I trashed it, I believe. I'm pretty sure I got rid of it. I think it went out with my empties at the beginning of the month because it was a little mini of the Cover FX. I'll put up a picture of it from the last video. It was the Cover FX setting spray, but it was just a little mini size, but the sprayer on that thing was just horrendous. And so when I finished up my Sephora setting spray last month, toward the end of last month, I just decanted the Cover FX setting spray into this bottle. Much better, much finer mist on this. I am not quite finished with it yet. I still have a little bit left. I am really enjoying this. I do feel like it's a little bit more heavy duty than the Sephora makeup setting spray. I think it is a little bit more, I can kind of feel it when it goes on the face, and you feel like kind of that tightening sensation that you get sometimes with the all-nighter or other really heavy duty setting sprays. I get more of that than I do with like the Charlotte Tilbury has that kind of sensation on the face. I definitely think it prolongs the wear of my makeup. I am enjoying it. I don't know if it's something that I necessarily need in my day-to-day life, and in the occasions that I do need it, I'll probably just use my Urban Decay. So I don't know if I would run out and buy a full size of the Cover FX setting spray, but it is, I mean, if you find it on offer somewhere, it is a decent one for sure. So still working on that one. So I picked 4 of the deluxe size ones last month, so that's 3 of them. And then the last one here is this Boscia Subaki Beauty Oil. I didn't end up using this at all. So last month, I ended up having to undergo a treatment of antibiotics. And after I finished the antibiotics, I found myself having these really strange breakouts, very weird breakouts that weren't responding to any of my go-to acne treatments. Turned out that it was something called fungal acne. Basically, so on your skin all the time, you have bacteria and you have yeast, and the bacteria pretty much keeps the yeast in check. But sometimes when you undergo antibiotic treatment, as I did, it wipes out that bacteria, and then the yeast sort of like runs rampant, and that can cause a certain type of acne that doesn't respond well to things like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, that sort of thing. It actually needs an antifungal treatment. But one of the things that you are supposed to avoid when trying to treat fungal acne breakouts is things like oils, really heavy moisturizers, stuff that's going to keep really hydrated and moist. Like, generally speaking, you think that'd be a good thing, but also creates a really nice situation for the yeast to thrive. So I didn't end up cracking into this at all. And since the beginning of the month, it has really warmed up here where I live. So I don't think that a beauty oil is something that is going to fit into my skincare routine anytime in the near future, but I may pull this back out once things start to get colder toward the end of the year, and we'll try to work on it then. But for now, I am putting that back into my collection. All right, so the foil samples I worked on. I finished this Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Really enjoyed this. This was very comfortable, hydrating. It was very pleasant to put on at night. And I think I got a couple of uses out of this little packet here. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. I would definitely consider picking up a full size of this. I'm a sucker for any skincare product that has honey in it anyway. I love honey. I also used this little Tear. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. This is the Rosemary One Essence. This is a Korean brand. It was fine. It was an essence. It smelled like rosemary. Not my favorite scent. Wouldn't purchase a full size. Then I used this Celamax underarm brightening pad. It's a one-step body brightening pad. It just basically uses AHAs and BHAs to help exfoliate those parts of your body that can kind of get a little ashy. Like you can use it on your knees or your elbows, etc., etc. I'm not really concerned about dark underarms, but if you are, I found this very gentle. I couldn't tell you if it's effective. I only used one. Just the one time, but it didn't sting. It was very easy and pleasant to use. So if that's something that you're looking for, this might be something to consider. The one thing I don't have here to show you is there's two things I don't have here to show you. I've been on a little bit of a cleaning binge. The family is going on a family vacation next week. My brother is coming to house sit for us and take care of the animals, etc. So I've been cleaning, and I think a couple of these things ended up in the garbage before I could show them to you. And one of them was the Huda Beauty concealer that I was working on. And I think that was a carryover from the month before and possibly from the month before that. But yeah, I finally finished everything. I used the lighter two shades as concealer, just normally. And then I used the darker shade as kind of like a cream contour situation. So that is finished. I enjoyed it. The Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer is one of my favorite concealers. I'm currently working on a full size of it in my 24 and 24. Love that concealer. I would consider it, as of right now, probably my favorite concealer. I worked on several other concealers, including the Charlotte Tilbury. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Something Something Concealer. And I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. And I have used these two. I used the Pat McGrath and the Anastasia completely. I am still working on the Charlotte Tilbury. So I've used these three shades here. I have not yet cracked into these ones. These ones I'll end up using as cream bronzer, contour, etc., as I did the Huda Beauty one. I was a little hesitant to bring so many concealers in, but then I thought it would be really fun to compare them. And so I actually did that. On several occasions, I would wear one concealer under one eye and another concealer under another eye. And what I found was, of all of these three, I think the Charlotte Tilbury is my favorite. I really, really enjoyed this one. I don't know, the Pat McGrath and the Charlotte Tilbury, they're very, very comparable in my mind. Extremely lightweight, very nourishing under the eye. I didn't feel like they created any weird texture under the eye. They didn't settle into anything. I don't have a whole lot of problem with creasing under my eyes at this point in my life quite yet, but that wasn't really a problem for me. I feel like the Anastasia Magic Touch Concealer had a bit more coverage than these two. It was a little bit thicker and had a little bit more coverage than these. When used very sparingly, I think it was fine. And I did enjoy it. I actually quite enjoyed this, but I do think that if you're not careful with the amount that you use, or if you have some dryness under your eyes and that sort of thing, there were a couple occasions on which I felt like I experienced a little bit of additional texture under my eyes, where I never experienced that with these two. But more solid coverage, lighter weight. All in all, they were all really nice concealers, and I will continue to work on the Charlotte Tilbury. I also worked on this. This was the Lisa Eldridge Light Medium Set 1 Foundation Sampler. And I think I just scooped everything into a single container and just used it all in one go. I mean, it wasn't a single use, but I just combined everything together, then color corrected it with a blue mixer, and it was just fine like that. I really, really enjoyed this foundation. I didn't get a ton of product out of here, but it was enough for a few days of wear. I felt like this foundation was very, very comparable to me to the Dior Backstage foundation, which is one of my absolute favorite foundations of all time. I felt like the Lisa Eldridge was a little bit lighter weight on the skin, but they both had a similar finish. They were both really very, very skin-like. I really enjoyed this. This has piqued my interest. I don't really need a new foundation right now. I am stocked up. But this one is going on my list. I really, really enjoyed that Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. Really, really nice. So the last product that I finished is this little Sephora Lip Stories sample in the color number 3 We, and I really love this. This is like the perfect kind of cool mauvey nude color for my skin tone. And I just really, really enjoy this. One day when I eventually permit myself to purchase another lipstick, this is 100% going on the list because I really, really enjoy this lipstick. It took me a little bit to get through it. I've been really trying to actually make some progress in my lip service project pan with the lipsticks in that project. But I finally got through this and I was sad when it was gone, but I am happy to have completed that. Okay. So that is everything that I completed last month. This Boscia oil. I'm going to continue to work on the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. And this Boscia is just going to go back into the collection for now. And let's pull some new samples. First, let's pick some perfume samples. I did not pick a perfume sample last time because I had recently purchased this. This is the Kayali Eden Juicy Apple perfume. And I just wanted to spend some quality time with this perfume. I just got this little travel size. Do you see how much I have used already? I love this perfume. Love this perfume. Love it. I'm definitely going to have to get a full size of that. But I feel like I had some time to enjoy it. And I'm ready to pick another sample. We have got here, I have got 3 of these little sample fragrances. And I'm just going to blind pick one of them. That's what I'm going to do. This is Layla Lou by Rosie Jane. I don't think I've ever... That's nice. That is a nice, very feminine, pretty fragrance. Okay. That is my fragrance sample for the month. Then we are going to pick from my box of deluxe sizes. This thing was full when we started this, and this is where we're at now. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 of these. So I'm just going to use my watch here and pick a random number between 1 and 7. Give me a number between 1 and 7.
The answer is 6.
6. Okay, so this is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. I don't know if I have a lot of use for this right now. But yeah, we might as well use it up, get it out of my collection. So I'll find a way to use it. I don't know. I might end up using it on my body. Who knows? Give me a number between 1 and 6.
It's 77.
Give me a number between 1 and 6.
That would be 1.
Okay. This is the Sunday Riley Good Gene Lactic Acid Treatment. I think I'm going to enjoy that. Lactic acid, again, my skin really enjoys acids, so that'll be fun. I don't think I have used this before. Let's do one more. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
It's 5.
And this is the Paula's Choice Peptide Booster with Amino Acid Complex. It's just something I saw on TJ Maxx randomly a couple of months ago and picked it up. So yeah, we'll give that a try as well. So that's 3. I'm good with 3 for now. And usually I will pull 4, but I'm going to be traveling this coming month, which means pared down skincare, pared down makeup. I don't want to overcomplicate my life right now. Traveling with 7 people, including small children, I don't need to overcomplicate my life. All right, let's pick a few card samples. I'm only going to pick about 4 of these, I think, as well, for the aforementioned reasons. And we're just going to blind pick these. Okay, this first one is, ooh, this is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. I didn't even know I had the sample in here. Oh, that's exciting. I have been really curious about this foundation. I'm going to go ahead and use these as I tend to use these blister packs, is I'm probably going to take these 3 and mix them all together, color correct it for my skin, and then probably use this darkest one as a cream contour, cream bronzer type situation. That has been working for me so far, so I will continue with that. Okay. Next. Lisa Eldridge again. Lisa Eldridge's Seamless Skin Light Medium Set 2. So I had the light set and the light medium set. This will probably be a tiny bit deep for me, but I think I can color correct it down to my skin tone without a problem. And I'm actually kind of excited to, I know this makes 2 foundations, but I'm kind of excited to use some more of this foundation. I really, really, really enjoyed the previous sample card of this that I finished. So I do have one other foundation that I'm supposed to be working on in another project, but yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's pull a couple more of these. Let's see. Agatha Paris Blanc Rose Cream. That'll be nice. This is a First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer with Fig Extract. I, generally speaking, don't bother with pore filling primers. I don't feel like they work. I don't know. I know a lot of people feel otherwise, but I don't feel like I have a fair amount of, I have pretty decent sized pores just in this area here in my face. And I've never really felt like any primer I've ever used has really made a big difference after foundation. I feel like I can see that pore filling and that blurring happening, and then I put foundation on over that, and it looks like I didn't put the primer on. I don't know. That's how I feel personally. But yeah, we'll go ahead and give this a try. Give that a try. So that's 4. Now let's pick one more just for fun. Just for fun. Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. Why not have a concealer to go on along with this foundation? That'll be nice. Yeah, we'll do this. I think that is good for me. So we've got a perfume. We've got 3 deluxe size samples to work through. I still need to finish this concealer. We may still be working on some of this stuff by the next update, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I am excited in particular for this Lisa Eldridge because I enjoyed the last sample so much. And I'm really, really interested in this Shiseido, the Shiseido Synchro Skin. I've heard a lot of good things about that. So yeah, so that is my update for Turn and Burn. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye.